Welcome everyone to another one of my videos today. Uh, I have some books that I just got back from CGC just about an hour ago, maybe, and I have some other books that I am considering sending off. So I'm gonna let y'all have a little input if you want to. Just put in the comments what you'd like to see me grade next. I've got a selection of probably about 10 books or so, 10 or 12 books, something like that. But first, I'm going to get started with our box unboxing here. I just opened the box. I haven't looked inside. I do kind of know what the grades are already, so it's not going to be a huge shock. But I'm excited to see what the books look like in their cases. Uh, so here we go. Now, all right. First book up. Yeah, this looks nice in the case. I did not have this pressed. Uh, I was afraid if I had it pressed, it might pop the staple or at least detach the cover at the top. It looked a little bit weak there, but I had to get this one encapsulated, get it graded. Uh, I know some of the defects already. It had a couple of tears on it on the front cover. You can't really see it unless you examine the book. It presents really well, even though it's got a few tears. But it's a very key book. It's a very key Silver Age book. A lot of y'all probably recognize this cover. This Flash 123, and this is the first time Jay Garrick and Barry Allen meet. Uh, yeah, this cover is homaged many times, and came out a 5.0 with white pages, which is great. Uh, yeah, I mean, if I had had it pressed, it may have come out to 5.5, maybe a 6 at the most, the very most. I mean, it's got at the top, it's got one little tear like right in here and one over here, but you can't really see it. I mean, you can't. I mean, I can't even see it without really looking closely with a microscope or even I don't know. But yeah, it presents really nice. It looks really nice in the case. So I'm happy. It kind of almost looks like it got pressed, but it's still got some of the wrinkles that there's still a few wrinkles at the top you can't really see on the camera, but up close, I mean, it's a nice presenting copy. And this is from 1961. This before it went to 12 cents. It's still a dime at that time. So, hey, all right. But yeah, I'm very happy with this book. It looks really nice. Yeah, you would not think this is a 5.0 just by looking at it. But great looking book. Second one is from the Golden Age, and those of y'all know me know what kind of books I have in the Golden Age, and this one I didn't have it pressed either. I'm a little wary of getting Golden Age books pressed, and so I didn't get this one pressed, and because one of my last submissions had come back and it damaged it a little bit in certain spots on the spine, but uh, this one, yeah, it still looks really nice in the case. Without further ado, this is a classic Golden Age Joker cover from Batman, number issue 55. You can see that at the top. It's got off-white to white pages, which is great uh, paper quality for the 1940s. Actually, it's still 1940s. Yeah, October and November of '49. So this is right on the cusp of 1950. So a book that's over 70 years old. So we got really great page quality. The back, yeah, I mean, it's got, there's a little tan line right here, dust shadow. That's what I call it. There's a little bit more there. Maybe a little bit on the side too. So there was something that wasn't right here, but it's kind of an angle, it looks like. But still, the front cover is what's most important to me, and it looks really nice. It's got a off staple. You can see the staple here at the top's not really on the spine. There's one here. Can't really see it down here. But yeah, I'm happy to have this one in case this one's protected. Uh, you know, 5.5 I'm happy with. The Golden Age book. I mean, it could have come out to 6 with the press, maybe. But I'm just happy to have this one encased, and it also had a little tear. You might actually be able to see. There's like there's a little tear right here if you can see it. But maybe the lighting's not quite good enough. But anyhow, I am. Yeah, I'm so happy to have this one uh, like this. This is great. It looks really nice in the case. There we go. Those are my two books that I got back, and so I'm gonna go ahead and show you books I'm considering getting graded, uh, and sending off pretty soon. I'm probably gonna send like one of these books. I'm not gonna send two or three or all of them. I wish I could afford to spend that much on it. So it's gonna be like one of the under $1,000 books maybe, because I can't really spend that much more money this time. I just spent a bunch on those two books and one other book, and then I got two reholders that are still coming. But more on that later. So I'm gonna get started with these. Uh, so y'all tell me in the comments what you think about which one you would get graded. Uh, this one is the second appearance, Justice League, Brave and Bold 29. Sorry about the glare, but this one presents really well. It's got some creasing up here in the top, uh, maybe a few little tick marks on the side. It's got a stain. You can't really see it. I mean, I've seen it better with if you have like a black light flashlight. You can shine it on here, and it shows up somewhere in this area. There's like a little, quarter size stain at least. So I'm only expecting maybe a 4.0 or something out of this. Uh, it's which might make it under $1,000 book. I mean, if it was like an 8.0 or something, that'd be well over $1,000 bucks. But maybe this one. Also into consideration. This one's a little bit nicer than the second appearance. This is the third appearance of Justice League. I'm thinking maybe a 6.5 or something. Maybe it's got a little chip out of the top here, if you can see that. Maybe. There we go. And it's got a little corner crease down here. But I'm still thinking this is maybe a $600 book, 700 maybe, something like that. Maybe get a 6.0, 6.5, something like that. If I'm lucky, I get a 7, but that's kind of a pipe dream, maybe. I don't know. Next ones I have, let's see. I have a couple nice Bronze Age detective. This one is cool. This is the first Silver Age, or not Silver Age, first Bronze Age Batman book. It's a Neil Adams classic cover, Detective 395, and it's really sharp. It's got a few little ticks up here at the top. I don't know how that's going to affect the grade too much, but If I can get like an 8.0, 8.5, maybe even a 9 with the press, we'll see. It's a really glossy, shiny copy. It's not just the Mylar, and plus I got it in one of those clear boards, so you can kind of see the back of it. It doesn't really look like it has a little bit of dirt, no shadow cover, the dust shadows or foxing or anything like that. It's got a little bit of dirt with the cleaning. It'll probably come out. I mean, I don't know if you can really see the little bit of dirt around the edges and stuff. So maybe this one. That's another cool one. I like that one. Um, and here's another detective. It's the first League of Assassins, Detective 405. This is a really sharp book too. Uh, it might be a little bit higher grade than that one, maybe. It's got a little tiny tick by the bottom staple here. Other than that, it's pretty nice. The top corner maybe it's a little bit slightly bonded, so maybe an 8.5, maybe 9.0. I think it's a little bit better than the other one. And this one also has the back cover showing here. Yeah, I don't see any foxing or a little bit of dirt. That would probably come out. A lot of it would come out with the cleaning. So maybe this one. Um, this next one. This is a really sharp copy. I'm thinking this one's going to be a 9.6, possibly a 9.8. This comic is very rare in 9.8, so I'm kind of thinking maybe this one would be a good candidate, even though it's not a super key book. It's a really key first appearance though. It's the first appearance of Hawk and Dove Showcase 75. And if this one comes back in 9.8, the price of this book is pretty high because there's only like two or three 9.8s, and I think it's got a good shot at least a 9.6. So, anyways, this is when it's pretty sharp. It's got a little bit of a bend down here at the edge and very faint spine tick at the top. I don't really see anything else I don't see any other lines or uh, the back cover is probably pretty nice too. I've looked at it recently. I can't remember exactly, but this one needs to be graded sometime. It's definitely going to be graded. All these are going to be graded at some point. Just a matter of what's next. Um, see this one. I'll go with this one here. This book wasn't a book I purchased. Someone else gave to me when I was about 15, 16. It's gotten pretty hot lately. Uh, it definitely needs to be pressed. It's got like a little corner bend on the back. But this is a Marvel book. By me, it's the first appearance of Werewolf by Night with Marvel Spotlight number 2. Um, it's got a little bit of white creasing right here in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, maybe right there. In the back corner, I've opened it up and look at it. It's got a little bit of a bend on the top corner, but it presents really well with the pressing. Maybe a 7.75, possibly. You know, I know it's kind of cooled down a little bit, but I still think you know this character's coming with an MCU pretty soon, so I want to get it pressed before it get graded before it gets you know too expensive. I don't know how well the characters can be received, but yeah, it's a pretty decent book. Let's see. Let's go with this one. I'll do those. Here's another issue of Showcase. This was definitely not high grade, but it's probably one of my older Silver Age books. This predates my first Hal Jordan. This is showcase number 17, which is the first appearance of Adam Strange. And this one, it's got a lot of, little crazy. There's a corner bin right there. Uh, got some spine ticks. Yeah, I think this looks presents like a solid 4.5, maybe 5.0. But I examined the inside of this book. It's got a stain on the inside on each of the interior pages. So I don't know how that's going to affect the grade. I mean, I don't think it's going to come like a 2.0, but I think it's going to be maybe 3.5 possibly. You know, otherwise it's a solid 4.5 or so. But I think it might come back at 3.5, 3.0, somewhere in that range. But this one needs to be protected too, because this is a hard book to find, especially with a black cover. It presents pretty well. So yeah, this is definitely a candidate for me. The next three books are also from the same title, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to get graded first. Let's see. Let's go with the earliest issue. This is Justice League of America number 4. This is when Green Arrow joins the group. And I mean, this one's pretty nice. I don't think it's going to make above an 8.0, maybe an 8.0 with the press. It's got a little bit of a rubbing or something here on the side. You can see there where my finger is, right there. And overall, I mean, it's a pretty nice copy. There's a few little small spine ticks on here. It's got a little bit of corner bend. It's really kind of a slender. If you can see it with the light or not, but it's only like right in here. That's a early JLA. I've got my number 1 and number 3 are graded. Number 2, I'll probably get that one graded too eventually. It's not as nice as this one or the following two. This one is the next issue, which is number 5. Uh, I bought this one. It's supposed to be like a 9.0, but I don't really think it's a 9.0. I think it's probably in the range of 8.85. It's got somebody's initials or something here right in the middle, JS. But overall, it's a very nice presenting book. Uh, so yeah, definitely need to get this one graded at some point. Yeah, and it's got a little bit of a light shadow. You can see it along the edge of the book. So yeah, spine ticks. There's a little one here, but nothing major, nothing big. So yeah, definitely another choice here. And the last one, this one. Oh man, this is a nice copy of this book. Uh, it with the press, it will fix. There's a little bit of waviness at the bottom, but this is another later JLA book. This is number 37. This is one of the famous JLA JSA crossovers. This is when Johnny Thunder and his Thunderbolt first appear in the Silver Age. I think it might be first Mr. Terrific too. But yeah, this one's got really nice page quality, and the spine is really sharp on this one. I'm thinking 9.2, 9.4 maybe. Yeah, I think it's got a shot at those. It's at the very least a 9.0, but I mean, uh, yeah, it's got a little tiny bit of a abrasion here at the corner where the paper is a little bit torn. If you can really see that or not. But yeah, this one's really sharp. So, I mean, sitting here talking about it kind of gives me a good idea of what I probably should send. It just depends on how much it's going to cost to get them graded. Because I'm only going to do like one. I think I'll get one because I'm going to have to get it pressed. and clean before I get it slabbed. So, anyways, guys, that's all I have. Wow, I've talked for about 20 minutes. It's pretty long for my videos. Um, Hope you enjoyed it. You should see another video in the next week or two. I've got two reholder books coming pretty soon, I think, and another book that's being graded and pressed right now. I can't tell exactly how long it's going to take. I mean, it's set scheduled for grading, but I think they're just doing that when they receive it, just to kind of get you excited. But we'll see when that gets here, and then we'll send one of these off. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.